Good morning, ladies. Let's see if this works this go around. So I'm going to get right into this. Today's team training is going to be about recruiting and getting into that recruiting mindset. I know if you are wanting to grow this business and make the most of your compensation plan, it is going to be with recruiting. And I always like to say with recruiting, it is really planting the seeds, okay? You might not recruit a ton right away, and that's okay. And I'm gonna be honest, like these last couple months, I've been planting those seeds, and no one has jumped on the train yet. But guess what? I'm still planting those seeds. So I'm gonna go through just some tips and tricks. I'm gonna keep this hopefully to about 20-25 minutes. If you're hopping on, say hey. If you have any questions, just ask here. If you're watching the replay, just put #replay. So I'm going to get started with my number one tip. It is just, like I said before, plant the seeds. And what does this mean? I want you to just start asking people if they're interested in the business, because I think a lot of people think about network marketing and they think like, oh, it doesn't even cross their mind to want to join something like this, right? They don't even think about, well, maybe I would want to do something like this, or maybe I would enjoy being a stylist. So I encourage you that if you have customers that are like awesome customers, they're always buying from you, they're placing these huge orders with you, or they're catching every single bulk order that you have, or they're buying from your inventory, why not just ask them about the business opportunity? And I don't want you to be spammy about this. I always like to keep my messages super short. Hey ladies, really, really short. And I think when you keep them short, it doesn't seem spammy. So my typical is, hey, and I say the name, like, thank you so much for all of your support. I have to ask you, and you might think I'm crazy, and I know some of you who are on here on my team have heard me say that, right? It's true. I want to be genuine. They might think I'm crazy, but I always say, have you ever thought about the business side of Color Street? Is a great opportunity. I think you would do awesome at this. I know you love the nails. What do you think? And I keep it just at that. And they might say, hey, you know what? I love the nails. I love supporting you. And that's as far as it's going to get. And that's okay, right? But what you did right there is you planted that seed. And there's been many people that I planted that seed and they told me no right away. And then they keep seeing more. So I feel like when you plant that seed and people don't know, they're like, no, of course not. I don't want to do this. But then they don't realize it. But when you put that bug in their ear, now they're watching you a little bit closer. They're watching your rank advancements. They're watching your business blessings. They're watching what you're doing. And then they might come back to you in 6 months and be like, all right, all my friends and family are asking me about my nails. I might as well just join. Okay. So plant those seeds. Don't be afraid to send out a personal message and ask. I know I've been really trying to hit the circle of excellence, and I have been just reaching out and just going to my top contributors. I've been going to, all my hostesses, I've been going back to them. I've been asking them if they wanted to join the business. I have been sending a lot of personal messages and just sharing the business. If somebody likes my post about Color Street, I'm reaching out to them and saying, hey, thanks so much for your support. I have to ask, have you ever thought about this business? And that goes on to my second one, where I mentioned the hostess. I want to talk about flipping that hostess and flipping it before the party starts. So I recently, I'm going to go back to that one. Okay, flip the hostess. I'm going to stay on topic. I always, every single time I have a hostess, I ask them if they want to join the business. I typically do this as I put them on my calendar, and I say, hey, awesome, you're set for November, whatever. I'll reach out to you as it gets closer. So like a week before the party starts, I reach out to them again. I say, hey girl, I am getting your party all set up. I have to ask, have you ever thought about the business side of Color Street? It's a great opportunity to, it's a great way to get free product, great way to share with your friends and family. If you're interested, we can always flip your nail bar. And here's how this would work. I will still run the party as normal. I will still do everything as normal. And then you'll earn all the commission. You'll earn all the host rewards. So when you flip them, you're basically going to have them join. they're going to give you their stylist link to shop, their VIP link, their launch party, and you're just going to flip their nail bar to their launch party. Now, they may say no right away, and you're saying, absolutely, that's okay, no worries. Here's what I want you to do next. Once you get all your girls added, I want you to make a welcome post. I want you to share why you love Color Street, thank them for being there, and how excited you are. Okay, once they make that post, you can send them a message again and say, thank you so much for doing that post. It was awesome. I'm telling you, girl, you're doing exactly what I'm doing. You're putting that bug in their ear. And they might completely say, no, don't worry. I don't want to do this. I just want the hostess rewards, which is fine. And then at the end of the party, you can say, hey, your party reached $300 in sales. Do you know what that would have been in commission? And keep putting that bug in their ear to flip the hostess. You can always go back to past hostess and be like, hey, you had an awesome party. How are you liking your Color Street nails? Are you still loving them? Do your friends and family love them? And if they say yes, always sharing about them, hey, would you want to join this opportunity? I think a lot with recruiting is you're building that connection. You might get no's, you might get ghosts, but what you're doing is you're going to put that bug in their ear, you're planting the seeds, and you're putting it. I feel like you always grow as a person, and you grow with your business as soon as you get outside your comfort zone. Trust me, when I first started, and even now when I'm sending out those personal messages, I don't want to get ghosted. I don't want to, get the no's, but you have to get no's in order to get your yeses. You're never going to know if you don't ask. And frankly, people might never even think about joining if you don't ask. So I encourage you to flip every single hostess. And going with this, you might be thinking, well, I don't want to flip my hostess because I need those sales to bonus qualify. So that goes back to booking your nail bars and getting your nail bars booked. I recently actually been talking to a business coach, and she was saying, if you want to grow your business at a fast rate, you need to be having 8 nail bars a month. If you want to go at a slow rate, 6 nail bars a month. And the reason for this is that if you had 8 nail bars in a month, you're not going to be worried about flipping those hostesses, right? You could flip a couple of them and you're still going to bonus qualify with the other ones. So it goes hand in hand. If you're booking the nail bars, you're going to be being able to flip those hostesses. And then of course, if you're booking nail bars, you're opening your eyes to more customers or in letting more people follow you and get into your VIP group, and they're watching you, which is going to be with recruiting. So no doesn't mean no. All right. So you're going to continue to just not asking about the opportunity. If they say no to you, that's fine, but you're going to keep sending out those personal messages and just checking in with them. How are they liking their nails? And I will go back to past customers that haven't bought maybe for 6 months. And I'm saying, hey, just want to check in. Are you still loving Color Street? Can't wait to hear from you. I keep my messages really, really short and simple. So the next one, if you do not have a considering page, a tell me more page, I would highly suggest to make one. You don't have to worry about posting it every single day. Maybe you want to post it in it every other day. If you're in our Tell Me More group about joining Team Grace and Grit, that's great too. You can use that page and add your potentials to that page. One nice thing that I feel like is a huge benefit with that is you will get to see who's interested in the business. You might have people join that group that you didn't even consider thinking that they might want to join this business. So I encourage you to make your own or use our team one and get your potentials added to that team page or to that Tell Me More group, that considering page. When and how are you going to promote that, right? When and where are you going to share about your considering page? This goes to my next one with business blessings. I don't want you to be shy about sharing the business blessings that have happened for you. If you are able to stay home with your kiddos, post about it. Share what Color Street has done for you. Share on your personal page. Make it public, okay? And then you're going to share it in your considering page. You're going to share it on your VIP page. You're going to share it to Instagram. You're going to share it to your stories. Utilize all the social media platforms and share that public post. So think about business blessings. Basically, all it is you are sharing how Color Street has blessed you. This could be finances. This could be friendships. It could be how much fun you're having. It could be really anything. Maybe it's that you didn't have to worry about Christmas presents. Maybe it's that you got to spoil your daughter with dance. Okay, I'm just kind of thinking of some off the top of my head. Maybe it's that you met one of your really good friends through Color Street. Maybe it's you reconnected with friends through Color Street. I know in this business, for me, I had some really great friends in college, and we lost connection because obviously we all moved to different places and we all had kids and life got busy, but we reconnected through Color Street. So there's a lot of different positives and pluses that you can post about Color Street. I encourage to do a business blessing every single week. And something that you can do with this is with your business blessing, and people start commenting on them, or people are liking your post, loving your post. What I want you to do, again, with the personal message, is I want you to personal message every single person that had commented on your post or liked or loved or whatever to your post on Facebook. And then all you have to do, you keep it short and simple. You don't talk about the opportunity. You say, hey, Susie, thank you so much for liking my post on Facebook. I really appreciate all the support. And that's all you keep it at. And if they say, hey, no problem, I love seeing all that you do, then you can say, oh, hey, have you ever tried a Color Street sample? And then that's where you can get that Color Street sample out to them. And then hopefully there you got a new customer, or you potentially have a new recruit as well. People are watching you. So the more consistent you are with sharing the business, the more consistent you are with sharing to your VIP group, people are watching them. People are, even though they might scroll through it, they're still looking at them. And that goes with your 7-second scroll. You can have your best friend do this. You could have your spouse do this. All it is I want you to go to your personal page and I want you to scroll through it for 7 seconds. Okay. I don't want Color Street to be like, bam, this is all my personal page is about. You want to be more than nails. But you want to be able to sprinkle Color Street into your personal page. If someone's scrolling through your personal page for 7 seconds or 5 seconds, whatever, they should see Color Street. They should know that you're a Color Street stylist. They should know that it's a blessing to you. They should know that you enjoy it. But they should also see your kids, your family, questions about what you're getting for Christmas. I don't know, something like that. But think about being more than nails. But on your personal page, there should be Color Street. I think business blessings and flipping the hostesses are key when it comes to recruiting. And as everything with your business, everything, you have to do it consistently. You can't say, I'm going to do a business blessing this week and I'm not going to do it for another month. Same with your considering page. I'm going to post today, but I'm not going to post for another month. You need to be consistent with it. You need to be consistently reaching out to people, sending those personal messages to people. You need to be consistently sharing about the business on your personal page and making it public. The next one is I want you to utilize Facebook stories, Instagram stories. This is something that I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not the greatest at. I'm working on it. But sharing, if you have a rank advancement, if you bonus qualified, share it, put it on your stories. If you have a team underneath of you and your team is bonus qualifying, your team has hit big ranks, share it in your stories. People nowadays are flipping through the stories more than they are going through the post. So people like short and sweet, and so they can flip to the next story, flip to the next story. Again, with your stories, don't just all be Color Street. Post about your kids, post about you putting up your Christmas tree, post about, drinking coffee, your day-to-day life, because people are following you for you, and they might be that connection that they made with you. Maybe, you love coffee and they love coffee, and that's another connection that you guys have. Maybe it's you're a huge Chicago Bears fan and so are they, and so they're following you. They always say, like the professional developments I've read is think about 5 different areas that you're passionate about or your hobbies. So it could be, and I struggle with this because I feel like as a stay-at-home mom, my life is my family, being a mom, and Color Street. So I'm trying to really work on other areas that I can post about and share about so that people will follow. So it could be your family. It's obviously one's going to be Color Street. It might be that you love a sports team. It might be your faith. It might be some funny memes. Think about different areas that you gravitate towards. When you're looking on social media or you're looking on Pinterest, what are you gravitating towards? And then think about how people might want to follow that too. For me, I love looking at, this might sound silly, but I love looking at people's like cute, trendy clothes. Like, hey, where did you get that from? Because I want to get it. And I like them to be cheap because I don't want to go buy expensive clothes. So I know that that's something that I gravitate towards. So I am trying to be sharing about different things that I'm doing, different hair products that I like, different clothes I like, earrings that I found, different things like that. That could be another thing that you put on your 5 things that people can follow. And of course, you're going to sprinkle Color Street into that. People are watching you even though you don't think they're watching you. They're making that connection with you even though you don't know they're making that connection with you, right? That's the joy of social media, is that you can build these connections all virtually and all over. The next one that I really encourage is to do some personal development. This is something that I struggle with, finding the time to just sit down and do personal development, but this can be through podcast. It can be through reading books, and finding an author or finding a podcast that really speaks to you and really helps you personally, maybe just on a personal level of building up positivity. And I know with 2020, I feel like a lot of people need that right now, right? To just to be motivated and to continue on with life, right? With the new normal. It could be following people who are in the network marketing business and giving tips and tricks. Some of my favorites are Rob Sperry. He's awesome. I know he did a team training for us in the Dream Team. I've reposted it here before. He is amazing. He gives great tips and tricks, and his trainings are super, super short, which I like. Most of them are about 15 minutes, and that's about what I have. He has a couple of books. Other ones I know that I have, like right here, I have the Hello Fears book that I still want to read. I have other ones. Let me grab them in case you are a reader. I just have a few in my closet. This one, You Are a Badass. I know there's some like the other ones like this, of this author that she's great. Again, they look brand new because I have not read them because I just don't have the time, but I'm trying to. Stories That Stick, Kendra Hall. She was our speaker for conference 2 years ago. This one's really great, and it talks about how to write those stories to gravitate people towards you and your stories on Facebook. This will help with business blessings to get people to be interested and curious about this business. And then a couple more tips and tricks is go live on your personal page. I know this seems so scary, and it's something that I want to do more consistently with, but going live and just sharing an application, sharing how you remove these nail strips and just talking about life. It doesn't have to be about Color Street, but put Color Street in it somehow, right? Whether you're doing your nails, it doesn't have to be every single time. Maybe you're going to go live and share about what your kids are doing, or that you're outside, or you find this really great deal. I don't know, something where you can go live about. Maybe it's a new recipe that you're making in the kitchen and you want to go live and share it with them. Because the more people are watching and viewing your lives and liking and viewing your posts, you guys are kind of playing Facebook's game and their algorithms, and people are going to start seeing your stuff more. So if you make your stuff more appealing to people, and they're liking it and commenting on it, and they're watching your lives or watching your stories, you're going to be moving up on their Facebook feed, and they're going to see more of you. And then you can start sprinkling in Color Street, and they might want to know more about the business opportunity. Another tip and trick that I do is I Facebook friend a lot of people. I have, and I know people are kind of iffy about this because they might be putting things up of their kids and stuff on Facebook. I make my profile public, and I start Facebook friending people that if I'm saying them, like, think about parties. If they ordered from me and I'm putting a thank you out there, I'm friending them. They might not always accept it. If they won a party prize, I'm friending them. So try to do, you don't want to do too much because you don't want Facebook to think that you're just spamming people, but I try to do about 3 to 5 every couple of days. Sometimes it's more depending on my parties, what I have going on, but I'm friending people all the time because I want them to see me. I want them to see my business. I want them to see Color Street and either join my VIP group or ask for a sample or join the business opportunity. So start friending people. If you're worried about your kid, like showing your kids and stuff, you can make it where different list, I think, I don't know what they call them, but they're list, and you could put on there just family and friends, and then you are showing your pictures to just your family and friends, but then you can do Color Street and your other 5 areas of your life to your public or to another list or however you want to do it. So I encourage you to start friending people. I encourage you to start reaching out to people and getting outside your comfort zone because that's when the real growth happens. I know it seems scary to send out those personal messages. I know it's scary to ask people, but I've been going through my Facebook VIP group, and right now my goal is I want to be able to get samples out to those people who are in my VIP group that have never tried Color Street. And this is another recruiting tool. You're getting into that recruiting mindset because if they're going to try the nail set and fall in love, there is going to be a better chance for them to join the opportunity. And one last tip that I want you to take away with is I want you, when you're going through your parties, I want you to reach out to 3 people in that party and ask them if they're interested in joining the business. This is going to be how you can share the business. If you had somebody who is super active in that page and you're in that party and they're commenting or saying, oh my gosh, I love these nails, blah, 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 you can reach out to them and say, hey, Susie, thank you so much for participating in Stephanie's party. I can't, you're so blinking on words, but I can tell that you really love the nails. And have you ever thought about, this might sound crazy, but have you ever thought about doing this business? It's a great opportunity and a great way for you to get free product. Share the business. Here's kind of like how you should be doing parties is when you're thinking about those 3 people, you should be sharing the business first, okay? And if they knock you down, they say, no, I'm not interested, then you go for the nail bar. Because once you get that nail bar booked, you're opening up your circle to even more people. And then you go for the sale. I know it sounds totally backwards. I've been actually working with my business coach on this and trying to work with her and be like, okay, well, how does this all work? She's like, you've got to share the opportunity first. And then if it's a no, go to the nail bar, and then if that's a no, then you go for the sale. And people that have already bought from you, that in that nail bar, you're going to go out and thank them for their order and try to see if they'd be interested in the opportunity. I personally challenge you to ask 3 people in every party, and one of them can be the host. So think about 2 other people and just start asking. Get outside of your comfort zone. If they say no, who cares, right? Whatever. They said no. Move on. You don't need to be spammy about it. Say, hey, I totally understand. I just thought you'd do great this. Have you ever thought about doing a nail bar and sharing it with your friends and family? Another great way to get free products. So those are some tips and tricks on recruiting. Honestly, it just is all about putting yourself out there and planting those seeds and being consistent with it. So today's takeaway, all right, I'm going to give you some challenges to do. In your nail bars, I want you to ask 3 people about the business opportunity. In your VIP group, I want you to start messaging people, maybe your top customers. Think about 5 top customers that you have in your VIP group and mention the opportunity to them. See if they're interested in joining. And then I want you consistently to do a business blessing every single week, okay? And then fill up your personal page with other areas of the 5s for you have. If it's your family, if it's your faith, if it's funny things, if it's memes, if it's clothes, fill up your Facebook wall with those things, but sprinkle in Color Street. And then utilize your stories. So hopefully this was helpful. Reach out if you have any questions. I would love to see you guys hit Circle of Excellence and get that extra cash bonus. But also beyond Circle of Excellence, growing your business and recruiting is going to be the way to maximize that compensation plan. If you want to grow this business and you want it to become a part-time gig, or you're looking at a certain goal for income, Sales are great, but you're going to make the real money from growing your team. So keep pushing. Even if you get no's, don't get discouraged. Reach out if you have any questions. Get your considering girls into a considering page, whether it's your own or a team one. I'm going to continue to do our monthly sneak peeks. This month was the bingo night. Next month, I'm trying to think of doing like a Zoom call with, I don't know, cocktails and chats or something like that, and have it like maybe a Thursday night where you can bring a drink and just chat about the business and ask any questions. So I'm trying to mix it up a little bit, but get people ready for that. You know that we have one every single month. So get people excited about the opportunity and get them into that considering page. Y'all, I hope you have a great Tuesday night or Tuesday day, it's not night. Reach out if you have any questions and we will chat later. All right, bye you guys.